are here in Gibraltar for the returning episode of Bubble Trouble, backed by popular demand. One of the most popular TV shows on the MATCHROOM Boxing YouTube page. Barry Jones.
I'll ruin that.
And you said to me pre-interview, am I all right to swear? I can confirm. You can say whatever you want on this episode.
Good, 'cause I'm shitting myself.
Okay,
I think you're going to take the piss out of me.
No need to be. No need to be. It's a friendly show.
Really easy.
Friendly show. Before we get into, of course, the quiz that everyone talks about on Bubble Trouble, a couple of words about the event this week. It's been great fun. I mean, we are in a bubble. We're up here. We get to see what's going on down there. But massive night of boxing tomorrow night. And starting to get a little bit of nerves kicking in, particularly I feel from Dillian Whyte, people realising just what's on the line.
You know what, we interviewed him just after the weigh-in, and he was honest, actually, about that. He realised, and he's been saying all week, I don't care what people say, and I'm just going to go at him. But this, he said, I'm going to be aggressive, but I'm going to do it smart this time. And that's, I think that's good. That's a really good sign. And I think he realises that even though he was doing really well, that there were little things when you can analyse it after the event. There was only little things that if he made adjustments, he could be much better.
Povetkin made some interesting comments in the press conference about him needing to be better defensively. You know, he got knocked down twice in the fight. He was disappointed with his performance as well. Do you think it might be a little bit cagey from both men at start? I mean, Povetkin not looking to take too many chances because he was hurt in that first fight.
Yeah, well, I think they'll have to react off each other. I think that's how it's going to be. But I think, you know, Dillian needs to be disciplined, and I'm not sure if he has that. That's what makes him so exciting, of course, and that's why we all want to watch him fight. So if he's disciplined, Povetkin's going to have to take the initiative, and I think that will help Dillian. If he can keep him on the end of that, then you know, Povetkin's got to try and close that gap and take risks from further out than he did. I think Dillian allows you close, because he's good in close, because he blocks and he counters very, very well. The knockdowns were off that, but also you allow Povetkin close, he can land his signature move, which is that dip over the front foot, and he comes back with a right hand, left hook or left uppercut.
Great undercard as well. I think Cheeseman, Metcalf, both guys carved out of stone. It's going to be a 12-round war for the British title. And Chris Congo against Michael McKinson, very interesting as well.
I've seen lots of McKinson, of course, and so I know how clever and tricky and awkward he is. I think for Congo, the fact that he's so tall, you know, it maybe will negate some of the trickery of McKinson, because he can punch over that southpaw guard. But he's going to have to take it to McKinson. But with that, there's a risk of that McKinson's going to spin you, turn you, and you're going to be frustrated. But I think that'll take a few rounds to ignite. But it's a fascinating fight, and a fight that they both deserve, to be fair, because they're both good kids, you know, being overlooked for whatever reason. But that's just life.
Two avoided guys kind of meet each other.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Who wants to fight them? Who wants to box a six foot welterweight, super lightweight, and who wants to box a tricky southpaw? You don't want it. They're nightmares. But no, they get the chance to fight each other, and they get on a big platform, and they'll thrive from that, and it's nice to see.
Good. Well, that's the proper stuff out of the way. Now, we know that you're a respected pundit. You know, but now we're going to find out what you really know about boxing. Because if you are a hardcore boxing fan, these are the kind of questions that should just come so naturally. So, I mean, this one's called All Aboard. Okay, you're a man that is often on other promoters' channels. We won't talk about that, Barry. But this week, you're with the right side, Sky Sports in Gibraltar. You've not jumped ship, you're here. So this is an interesting bout of questions for you, mainly about travel and boxing and a little bit of trivia for you. So this one, really straightforward. It's something that virtually every semi-boxing historian would know all about. A man you have commentated on a few times now, Vijender Singh, suffered his first career defeat just days ago. Don't know if you're aware about that. If you follow boxing, you should be. The venue was also on a ship in Goa. Okay, nice easy one to start you off. But what was the ship called? Okay, now multiple choice to make it even easier.
Thank you.
I know you know the answer already, but I guess you want to hear the
of course.
Okay, first one was the Raging Riptide casino ship.
Nice.
Secondly was Majestic Pride casino ship. Sing is King casino ship, or Caesar's Palace casino ship.
Oh, right.
Which one of the four will you go for, Barry Jones? Play along at home.
Please. Text in your answers.
Raging Riptide, Majestic Pride, Sing is King, Caesar's Palace. B, Majestic Pride, the king of boxing historian. Barry Jones nails the first one. Very impressive, 1 out of 1.
That's right. It's my ship.
Now we're going to go, this is much easier.
All right then.
Last week, we saw you visit Joe Cordina's dressing room before his comeback fight. Despite holding Belgian residency, opponent Farouk Korbanov was born in which country?
Korbanov.
I'll give you a clue.
It's like a Russian type.
It borders Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan and China. And I've virtually given it away.
Russia.
Incorrect. The answer is Kyrgyzstan. Yes, unlucky, Barry. Obviously, I knew that was your second choice, but on we go to question number 3.
Yeah. It's going well. Is my head red?
Yeah, very red.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Question number 3. Your last fight versus Ascelino Freitas.
Ascelino.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Took place at the coveted Doncaster Dome on January the 15th, 2000.
That's right.
But which heavyweight fight was being promoted on the ringside Toblerone advertising
Mike Tyson
board?
versus Julius Francis.
Well, what about that then? I mean, that is unbelievable. I mean,
I spent most of my time on the floor looking at it, that's why.
You had 4 choices, you didn't need them. Okay, you're 2 out of 3, which is very impressive for this kind of game. Question 4. Your old belt, the WBO World Super Featherweight title, is on the line in a few weeks when Jamel Herring defends against Carl Frampton. How many men have held that title since its inception in 1989? I'll give you a clue. John Molina was the first man to win that WBO World title. You were number...
I was number... Hang on, John Molina. Was it Tur? De La Hoya? Was I 5th?
You were 8th. Okay, but that's not the question. Relax. Ricky Burns was the 17th. Okay. So Herring is what number champion of the WBO Super Featherweight World title? It's a very straightforward one. We asked this to our crew. Most of them knew it, and a lot of them don't even follow boxing. So hopefully you get it.
In this era, 3,090. No, oh, wow, that's a hard one.
Ricky Burns was 17th.
17th.
So how many champions have they been between him and Herring? What number is Jamel Herring?
He's 24th.
Oh, unlucky, it's 22. 22, Jamel Herring. We go into question 5. Big question, to be honest with you, because I've got to be honest with you. 2 is very shit, but 3 actually is respectable.
That's right.
You need this one.
Below my career, just below par.
How many mutual opponents has our main event this Saturday, Alexander Povetkin and Dillian Whyte, shared the ring with in their career?
You got me.
I'll give you a clue.
Yeah, give me a clue.
Actually, I can't say that because I would have given you the answer.
Well, give me the answer.
How many? How many? One, of course, we know very, very well.
Who's that?
One of the biggest names in world boxing.
Oh, come on.
It's not Canelo Alvarez. So, who has Povetkin boxed? Who Dillian Whyte has boxed? Jesus, Barry.
3.
No, it's 2. It's Marius Vac and Anthony Joshua.
I thought there was
Barry
one more.
Jones, your credibility. We know you jumped from broadcaster to broadcaster after today.
Just finding my feet.
It might not be good news for you, to be honest with you. But I can see the pressure. You've gone red from the Gibraltar sun.
I'm just angry.
It's not a problem. Finally, Barry Jones, your prediction for Saturday night. Dillian Whyte against Alexander Povetkin. Don't go with your heart. Please go with your head.
Maybe not with the head. I always go with my head. And I honestly think that if he's disciplined, Dillian, then I think he gets a late stoppage.
Well, we hope so. Don't miss it this Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Bubble Trouble, only 2 out of 5, but still a very respected boxing historian, former WBO Super Featherweight champion of the world, Barry Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you to Barry Jones. Delighted to be joined by one of the biggest stars in British boxing. He'll be joining us after. But first, we've got Coogan Cassius, ladies and gentlemen. Massive applause, massive applause. A few boos as well from Darren Barker and the guys. I would like to say that, obviously, congratulations on the birth of your first child. I have noticed you've consumed many vodka and cokes this week. Is that just the pressures of fatherhood, or just you feel like you're out here?
I just wanted to get away, mate.
Did you?
Yeah, I just wanted to get away. No, I didn't really. There's just Diet Coke in that. Try it.
You're fine, you're fine.
Okay.
Thank you very much, thank you very much. Coogan, enjoyed the week? Been
Yes.
interesting? Not many of us knew about Gibraltar. You look like you've had a great time.
I fucking love a MATCHROOM bubble, mate.
You do, don't you?
Yeah, love it. Love it.
And in terms of fatherhood, how is that treating you? Beautiful daughter.
Do you know what? The first day I come out here, I was here isolated in the hotel. The next day, my missus sent me a picture of my daughter, who's like nearly 6 weeks old. And I thought, oh my God, I've got a daughter. I didn't forget, but it was like a... No, it was
Before
just
you
kind
dig
of a
yourself
reminder.
in any kind of hole here,
Sorry,
can I just
babe.
confirm to the missus that he has definitely been missing you and his newly born daughter. So we're gonna move forward.
Will
Sorry.
you give her a job?
Doing what?
Don't know. Marketing?
Well, you've got a big outlet now.
No,
I
but
felt.
you've got
you
a
need
fucking
other.
huge outlet,
Yeah,
mate.
you're true.
Yeah.
Right. We saw Barry Jones get just 2 out of 5. I believe you've been on a bubble trouble before.
Yeah, I did
How
poorly.
many did you score?
2, 3 maybe.
Okay.
3, 2.
Well, this one's going to be much easier for you. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree is the name of this quiz round. Obviously, now a father, these kind of parental questions should be very, very straightforward to you. Question number 1.
Let's go.
We have bloody hell. Okay, we've got some numbers for you after the show as well. Right. We have 4 father-son double teams on board this week in the bubble. One of them is obviously Ricky and Campbell Hatton. Another one is JJ Metcalf and Dad Shay Neary. But who are the other 2 father and son double acts on this epic cruise liner?
Are you talking about a father and son that are present?
Well done, mate. Yeah.
Present.
No, not present. They could have come from any era. Of course, present. They're on this boat.
Okay. Okay.
You've got Ricky and Campbell.
Okay.
You've got JJ and Shay. There's 2
I
other
was having a
fathers-
chat with Povetkin's old man earlier, so that must be one of them.
He's not on the boat.
He's not on the boat.
Okay. But hold on.
So he's wrong. That's it.
Michael McKinson.
Okay. I'll let you have that. It's not actually in the
don't
answers.
even, you don't even know your own fucking game, mate.
Good language. please.
Sorry.
It's not
sorry.
an IFL interview.
It is going on IFL, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Is Cheeseman's old man here?
Doesn't have to be a boxer.
Oh. Barry, is your son here? Oh.
Nah, no
Hold on. My old mate Tony Sims and Charlie Sims.
That's correct. That's correct. We'll give you the 2. Well done, Coogan Cassius. Of course, right in front of you, about a yard away, Jimmy Mack and his boy Jimmy Mack.
And I've been
Jr.
talking to you.
So
for a
well
while.
done, Coogan.
Okay.
That was definitely the vodka kicking in. Okay, Coogan, off to a great start here. Now, we know as well, like Barry Jones, you're a little bit of a boxing historian as well. Of course, former bodyguard as well for Ricky Hatton. How
Absolutely.
you gave this bloke a job as a bodyguard. I mean, I've seen some blags in my time, but that was one of the greatest blags of all time.
Ask him if he come home safe. Did you come home safe?
Okay, this one really straightforward. How many times have Julio Cesar Chavez and his namesake son, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., boxed on the same card as professionals? Is it A, 2? Is it B, 4? Is it C, 6? Or is it D, 9?
4.
4 is correct. Coogan Cassius, you nailed it with a 2 out of 2. Okay, this one, very, very, very easy. A lot of people will remember this. Just cast your mind back just 4.5 years ago in 2016. You will remember that Dutch heavyweight Harry Douvan Jr., 5-1 at the time, his opponent withdrew from a scheduled 4-round contest in Berlin just hours before the weigh-in. Sensationally, his own father, Harry Douvan Sr., 0-1 at the time, stepped in at short notice to fight his son. The fight went ahead and finished inside the distance. Who won the fight? Harry Douvan Jr. or Harry Douvan Sr.?
Senior.
It was Junior. He won by a 2nd round stoppage.
You didn't know the
Of course
answer to
I
that,
did. I
did
was
you?
there, I think.
Oh, okay. Did you promote it?
I think I must have.
Okay.
Okay. I was actually
Pay-per-view.
asking Ricky Hatton that question today. I said
Pay-per-view, yeah.
if Campbell's opponent failed a COVID test, Ricky might have to step in. But that would have to headline the pay-per-view.
Harry
Their eyes are
Douvan.
lit up. Okay, question number 4. Layla Ali was the 8th child of the late, great Muhammad Ali's 9 children. She finished unbeaten, but what was her record as a professional? There is no multiple choice here, but I will give you one.
Okay.
And
No,
I'll
no,
give-
don't give me no one.
Okay.
Don't give me none. Don't give me none.
Are you going to count them?
Hold on. 24 fights, 21 KOs, no defeats.
Steward's inquiry on this. It's exactly right, but I'm a bit concerned how he knows the answer to that. It's not. You cannot see this.
Do you want to know who she last fought?
Go on then.
April Fowler, 1999.
Someone's giving
I don't know. I think he knew the topics here, and I think he's researched them.
No.
Hammer time, you look guilty. Right.
No.
You're 3 from 4. This would be a major moment in your career. Let's be honest, there hasn't been many. Okay? You could get 4 out of 5 on Bubble Trouble. And the question is as follows. Your previous question had a Muhammad Ali twist, and so does your final question. On February the 15th, 1978, Leon Spinks stunned Muhammad Ali with a split decision victory in Las Vegas to win the world heavyweight title in just his 8th fight. His son was born 5 days after the fight. But what was his name? Was it A, Michael Spinks? Was it B, Trevor Spinks? Was it C, Jermaine Spinks? Or was it D, Corey Spinks?
Corey Spinks.
The answer is Corey Spinks, and Coogan Cassius nails 4 out of 5. Well done. Obviously, 4 out of 5 for you, 2 out of 5 for the boxing historian and expert Barry Jones over there. Coogan, how's it feel? And what's the plans for the rest of the day for you?
I just want to stay on Bubble Trouble, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, off he goes. Coogan Cassius. Hello, mate.
Smelling strong, that.
Well, thank you to Coogan Cassius. Delighted everybody here to be joined by the man making his professional debut tomorrow night. Ladies and gentlemen, Campbell Hatton in the house. Campbell, nearly there, mate. 1 day to go. You've done more promo for this fight than a normal AJ does for one of his fights, so you better be able to fight. We'll get to see it tomorrow night. Jesus Ruiz looks in good shape, to be fair to him. Going to be tough, coming to win. He's got a bit of a big conker, so you're going to be nailing that one all night. Looking forward to your debut.
Won't better miss.
Ready to go.
Yeah, can't wait now.
Obviously, this is a little bit different to a normal pro debut at, you know, York Hall or something like that, but you seem to have taken it all in. I mean, your old man's been nice and quiet, you know, so far on the cruise line.
Get a good eye, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's obviously kept it low-key with the shirts as well. But big moment for the family, for Rick and Matt and yourself, and just looking to stay calm ahead of tomorrow night.
Yeah, just don't want to spoil myself, really. I want everyone to see what I'm like in the gym.
Obviously, when you start your career, you're going to be boxing very frequently. My plan is to give you your next date tomorrow night, subject to you winning as well. Is that what you want? You know, you want to just stay in the gym, stay busy. Obviously, you've worked hard for this debut. It's been delayed once as well. But you're not going to get much of a summer holiday just to mark your cards.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want, really. It's been enough time wasted over the last year where there's been nothing happening, so I might as well move into the gym, yeah. Well, having a few shandies Saturday night, though.
Yeah,
so
just
once the job's done.
You've got to get back to the gym next week. Okay, this is obviously, I know you've got a big moment in your life tomorrow, but obviously this is the biggest probably so far to be on Bubble Trouble. Exactly. Well, this is very important. Your round is what's in the cupboard. This is a very famous round that under here in the cupboard, you can have a quick look, just try and get your mind right in here. But everything in here belongs to a fighter on the card this week. I'm going to give you a little clue with each item and you have to guess who it is. This first one, I have to be honest with you, is really worrying, okay? Now, someone has bought a ring light with them on their travels. So this individual is getting in a ring to have a tear up with another man, but one of his biggest priorities was to bring his ring light with him this week. He actually says, he makes no secret of the fact that he's an extremely worrying character, because he says, I brought this with me to make myself look pretty during my selfies.
Mind that.
Is it yours, Campbell?
Have you been in my room?
And actually, I'll give you a clue. It's quite surprised me that it's come from this individual as well. So this one individual on the undercard, okay, has said he brought this with him to take his selfies and to make him look good in his selfies. Any idea what fighter that could be?
I'm going to go with Fabio Wardley.
Do you know what? That's a very good guess. But unbelievably, Michael Mickinson has brought that light with him. I mean, if you're watching, Michael, you've really changed. My opinion of you has really changed in the last 30 seconds. Michael
Have a word.
Mickinson. Okay, this one might be a little bit easier. This is
I think I know this.
A Ricky Hatton hat. Okay? This guy has bought this on the boat with him. It's signed by Ricky Hatton. I don't know when. It's a bit wonky, so it could have been last night. Okay? Las Vegas, Hatton. Still got the tag on, unbelievably. What fighter fighting on the undercard owns that hat?
I'm going to go with Kane Baker.
Kane Baker, correct everyone. One out of two for Campbell Hatton. Okay, this one. Okay. This one is a massage vibrator. The fighter using this, and I'll give you a clue on this one, it is a heavyweight, says, I just
It'd have to be, wouldn't it?
I just use it to relax. The heavyweight who
Sure he
used
does.
this. So you've got to say to yourself, this guy's obviously, you know, quite proud of himself. It's pink, you know, he.
Just trying to think
comfortable in his
who's
own
been
skin.
smiling a lot this week.
Which heavyweight owns that?
I'm going to go... Well, I'm going to go Fabio, because he's been pretty relaxed this week. Doesn't seem too nervous.
Fabio Waldley, correct, ladies and gentlemen. Up the back there, Fab. What is going on, mate? Again, you're going into fight tomorrow night. You're supposed to be a tough guy. And you've got what's happened to the sport of boxing? We've got selfie sticks and pink vibrators. It's all gone downhill.
I want off this boat.
Right. 2 to go. And 2 out of 3. It's going really well. Again, very worrying for the sport of boxing. An UGG slipper. And I'll give you a little clue. We wanted a nice, detailed explanation from the fighter as to why they bought this with them. And this fighter said, they're comfortable, innit? Okay?
Right.
So someone bought this UGG and says, they're comfortable, innit?
What's going on there?
Coogan. And by the way, that was wrong.
Don't even know what that's meant to be anyway. I'm going to go with... Hang on. Let me compare.
Yeah, good thinking. Yeah, a little bit. So he's probably a weight or 2 up from you.
Congo.
Correct, Congo. What's that, mate?
I've not been looking at your
What's
feet,
that, mate?
by the way.
See
You're
ya.
watching.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well done. 3 out of 4. This is a big moment for you, Campbell. It's going to put you in. This is actually quite a tough one because I wouldn't expect this individual to have this. Just checking he's not here. No. Okay. This is moisturiser. Other brands are available. And this individual says, I use this to keep my skin extra soft. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't necessarily have thought this of this individual.
Not been in my room, have you?
Have you got the old little bit of moisturiser?
No, but I'm worried what else might be knocking about.
This is it, Campbell. The last one. You're on 3 out of 4. Can you nail the 4 out of 5?
Right, who've we got left? Don't have to guess with that one. Nick Webb.
No, it's a good choice, but unbelievably, Ted Cheeseman, who didn't strike me as a moisturising
I didn't
man.
think he was a
To be honest with
moisturiser,
you.
no
I didn't
disrespect.
think he was a moisturising man either,
not,
so no.
Not having a popper out, but
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 out of 5 for Campbell Hatton.
set that.
Campbell, before you go, mate, massive night for you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Relax.
Yeah.
The journey starts for you tomorrow night, mate, here in Gibraltar.
Yeah, can't wait.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's nearly done.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's talked out this week. Campbell Hatton, ladies and gentlemen. Right, that's all we've got time for. Thank you for joining the epic Bubble Trouble. Huge night here in Gibraltar. Tomorrow night, the rematch, Alexander Povetkin against Dillian White. Huge undercard. Fabio Wardley against Eric Molina. The Battle of Britain, JJ Metcalf against Ted Cheeseman. Huge fight for Chris Congo against Michael McKinson. Great heavyweight fight as well between Eric Pfeiffer and Nick Webb, and Kane Baker as well against Yusuf Kamari. And of course, the pro debut at Campbell Hatton. From Gibraltar, we'll see you tomorrow night. Goodbye.